Hey everybody, welcome to the video today. I've had a few requests from followers about doing a loadout video for what I do on a longer trip. So I figured today I would go ahead and just walk you through what I take and the gear that I use, and hopefully it can be helpful to you if you're planning a trip. The trip that Mike and I are leaving on next week is one that'll be 12 days long and it'll be about 100 miles. We're going to be going north to south in the Wind River Range, starting at Trail Lakes Trailhead and ending at Sweetwater Trailhead. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Cheers. All right, so let's start with the sleeping system. I use Marmot Elite Trestles Elite 30 for my sleeping bag. I picked it up on sale at Sierra Trading Post several years ago. It was only like 80 bucks. It's light, it's about 2 pounds, and it's been one of my favorite sleeping bags. I tend to get cold feet at night, and this one has just been always really good for that. The pillow I use up there at top is an Outdoor Vitals pillow. It's one of those deals you see advertised online. All you have to do is pay for shipping. I ended up getting a second one for like an extra 10 bucks. I think I ended up with 2 of those pillows for $20. They're amazing, lightweight, love it. Then for my sleeping pads, I use the accordion pad there, the Alps Mountaineering. I'm a side sleeper, and I always find that the extra foam pad at the below my regular sleeping pad just really helps. And then I have an Alps Mountaineering blow-up pad here. This thing is really thick. I think it's probably 2.5 inches. I hadn't been using this one. I'd been using a Sea to Summit pad, but I noticed on like night 3 or 4 on trips, my hips would just get really sore. I tried this out on my last trip, and it is amazing. So it's a few more ounces, but it's well worth the extra weight and comfort. For the tent, I had posted a video this winter about the River Country Trekker 1 tent that I had thought about using. For this trip, I decided I needed something that was freestanding, and so I'm bringing a Kelty Salida 2-man tent. Picked it up for like 110 bucks. It weighs about 4 pounds. It's a little bit heavier than I'd like, but it's roomy, comfortable, keeps the rain out, so it's awesome. So we'll start up here with clothing. My big jacket is a North Face Summit Series 800 fill down. It's a wonderful jacket. I got it a couple years ago from Sunlight Sports in Cody. They had it every year they do a 40% off sale the first week in January, and I was able to combine gift cards plus that to get the price down from like 450 to 130 bucks. So the thing is amazing. Favorite jacket I've ever owned. Weighs 13 ounces. I recently picked up this Marmot shell there in front of it, and it was on a clearance at Sierra Trading Post. It was regular like 90 or 100 bucks, and I think I got it for 20, and it's super lightweight. Good to have as just an extra layer on the outside. My Patagonia fleece right here I've had forever and ever and ever. It's beat up, but it's a great piece of clothing. I absolutely love it. And then the Marmot base layer there is a long sleeve with the buttons. I like the buttons. They help with temperature control. And I think I picked that up also on clearance at Sierra Trading Post for under 20 bucks a couple years ago. It's pretty much the only shirt I wear in the outdoors anymore. I just love it. I hate wearing sunscreen, so the long sleeves really help. For pants, this is I forget the brand of these, but they're zip-offs, a lot of pockets, super comfortable. I've been wearing them for a few years. A couple pairs of underwear that I take, and then I have the Darn Tough socks, 2 pairs of those. New to me hiking this year. They're a little pricey at over 20 bucks a piece, or 20 bucks a pair, but man, they are great. I have not had a blister since I started using them. They're absolutely amazing. I just started this year hiking in the Ultra Lone Peak 4.5. I have both a pair of the low version and then the higher top version there. This is another steel I got at Sunlight Sports in Cody on the first week of January this year. I think they're like $160, and I ended up getting them for like 38 or something by the time I combined gift cards and stuff. It was really great. I always bring a pair of, these are knockoff Crocs as camp shoes and stream crossing shoes. They're a lifesaver. Up at the top, I have my stocking cap, which I think is a Marmot, and then I have some Gore-Tex mittens. Rarely need mittens on a winds trip like this, but they're nice to have sometimes in the morning if your hands get cold tearing down camp. So I bring those along. Mosquito net up at top there is a must. If you go in the winds without one, you're not very smart. The mosquitoes are everywhere and they are vicious. Then I have a wide brimmed hat there, and then one of those bandana things that can go around your neck with the crystals in it that keep you cool. I haven't tried that out yet, but I'm gonna bring it just because I tend to overheat easily when I'm hiking. In the little bag right here, I have my micro spikes, and then below it, Black Diamond Ice Axe. The micro spikes I think I picked up on clearance at Sierra for like $5. They're lightweight, work well if we're gonna be going up Dinwiddie Glacier and over Bonnie Pass on day 4 of the trip. And so it'll just be nice to have a little extra grip on the snow. And then if the south side of the pass is snow covered, the axe will definitely be necessary. I always carry hiking poles. These Compradel poles, I think I picked up on clearance at Sierra for like $25. They've been great. They haven't broken. I tend to be really hard on trekking poles. My tripod is right there. I'll be bringing that for shooting shots throughout the trip. Bear spray. There are grizzlies, especially in the northern half of the winds. Always good to have that along. And then I have a little bit of cord right here for hanging food the first few nights until we eat enough food to get it all in a bear keg. I'll talk more about food later. Roll of toilet paper with another Ziploc bag in it. I always carry out all my used toilet paper. And then toiletries. I wear contact lenses while I'm hiking, so that's there. And then toothbrush, toothpaste, all that good stuff. I have glasses for in the tent, so that's right there. And then Body Glide is something I just started using this year. I love it. I had been using like Gold Bond powder, but it's so messy and so hard to apply. This Body Glide has been a lifesaver. Neutrogena sunscreen stick. I hate liquid sunscreens. I just hate the way they make my hands feel when applying them, so it's nice to have the stick. Pretty much only have to put it on my ears, neck, a little bit sides of my face, and that's about it. Bug spray. I hate DEET because I just am not into chemicals, and this eucalyptus stuff has worked really well in the past in the winds. The bag right here, I've got my MP3 player for listening to music on the trail, headphones, and then Apple Watch charger, as well as an iPhone charger. I'll shoot the whole trip on my iPhone 12 Max Pro. And then I have the 4-fold solar charger. It can charge up 2 things at once, holds a ton of power, and I'm hoping it's enough to get through the trip. And the solar charger charges fast enough. I'll make sure I have it out every time we stop to eat and all that good stuff. A couple things that are kind of luxury items. Of course, first aid kit first has leukotape, a little sewing kit in there, general first aid type things. And then bring a deck of cards. We'll have a lot of downtime. We don't have super long days because we want to not completely wipe ourselves out. So we're hoping to leave early, get to camp early afternoon, set up the mosquito net. So in the tent bag, I have a fairly large, weighs about a pound, it's worth it, a big mosquito net, and we'll be able to cover both of our tents with it and then have an enclosed area in between them that we can sit out and enjoy the afternoons without being accosted by millions of bugs. So deck of cards, and then a little lightweight magnetic chess set that we'll be able to play on. And then since I do a lot of Rubik's cubing, I decided this trip to take the square one cube there, which has weirdly shaped pieces, but I want to get better at it and get faster. So I'll be taking that, memorizing algorithms, all that fun stuff. And last is this pack. I'm using the Osprey Atmos AG65. This is a new pack for me this year. I got it from REI with the big sale in March with some other discounts. Ended up getting it pretty cheap. I can forget the exact dollar amount, but I read reviews online. Everyone said this pack is the most comfortable pack I've ever owned. 30 pounds in it feels like absolutely nothing, and they're right. This pack is incredible. I doubt I'll ever take a longer trip again unless I just simply need more space for some reason. This pack is just it's, I think, a little over 4.5 pounds. It just rides great. And I think we'll go over food here in a minute, but I think overall this trip I'll be hauling around 50 pounds, you know, give or take a pound or two. So that's the non-food items of the trip, and we'll be back here in a sec with food. All right, so I have all the food for the trip laid out here in front of me. We'll just kind of go from left to right, and I'll kind of just go over what I'm going to be bringing. Bear canister. There are a lot of places we'll be camping above tree line, so hanging the food every night is just not an option. Bear canister is also just, I find it nice, even though it's heavy and bulky. Not much you can do about it. The fuel can is there. That should last us the whole trip. Most of the dinners I've prepared are pretty short cook times. I have an MSR pot there. I think it's 82 ounces. My fold-up bowl, and then this here is a pot scraper. Makes doing dishes at camp a lot easier. I just recently got this titanium Sea to Summit spoon. Super nice. Love it. Camp towel for drying off pots. Water filtration is Cat9 Be Free. Mike has one as well. He's also bringing a Sawyer Mini for backup, and then we also have some Aqua Tabs as just redundancy because we'll be gone so many days. Sea to Summit Wilderness Wash, salt and pepper mix, some hand sanitizer, matches. I think Mike probably has some matches too. Lighter, because that's just easier than matches. This is an old stove. I don't even know what brand it is. A friend of mine gave it to me 10, 11 years ago. I've been using it ever since. It's been bomb proof. I do bring windscreen. It's 7 ounces, so it's a little heavy, but it saves on the fuel a lot, and I figure 7 ounces of a windscreen versus taking extra fuel definitely works in the favor of the windscreen. This is an op sack right here. This is the biggest one, just extra odor barrier, keep critters from smelling the garbage. I am bringing a Nalgene flask. The thing is like 1.5 ounces. I will be filling it with some Lefroy quarter cask, super peaty, a little bit of sweetness from the sherry casks. Great scotch, absolutely loving it right now. In terms of food, dinners, there are 11 dinners. I'm carrying 5. Mike has 6 of them because I've got the stove and the fuel. 2 spaghetti meals. I use thin spaghetti for these, so it cooks really fast. You put a tomato powder in there, and then some red pepper flakes, and then Wild Mike's pizza seasonings. When you buy a Wild Mike's pizza, it has a little packet of Italian seasonings, and since we have basil in our garden and stuff, we just save those and I put them in backpacking meals. So 2 of those spaghettis. This is an Asian rice noodle dinner. It's supposed to be spicy. It's kind of a soup when you finish it. Really, really tasty on the trail. Mike and I had a bunch of those last year. And I've got 2 couscous meals. One of them has fajita seasoning. We'll be putting those in tortillas. And then this is just a straight couscous with some Asian stir-fry seasoning. Then he has 3 Spanish rice meals that it's, you know, the stuff you buy, it's like the Knorr brand at the grocery store. 2 packages makes 3 meals. So 8 tortillas, there'll be 2 per night with those 3 meals, plus the one with the couscous. And then I've got a packet of Taco Bell Diablo sauce for each one, and then Parmesan cheese to go on the dinners, cheddar cheese to go on the tacos, and then the other 2 meals, let's see, he has 2 jalapeno cheddar pasta meals as well, which are going to be really good. And then he has the other one of these, so we'll have 2 nights of that, so that's 11 nights. And then the rest of this is snacks. Since I'm a pescatarian and don't eat chicken, beef, or pork, I have vegan jerky by the Noble Jerky Company. Great stuff, just as good as real beef jerky in my opinion. Olive oil, 8 ounces of olive oil to put in all of the taco mixes and some of the pastas just for extra calories. Some of the Yellow Bird habanero sauce, because both Mike and I are spicy people. Then I love dried fruit, so a package of mangoes, and then these are apple, pear, and I think dried peaches. And then this chocolate mousse is great. A lot of almonds, chocolate, and coconut, so really high calorie stuff to keep you going. Of course, Nutella and peanut butter are awesome to have. Just pack in a whole jar of those because there's thousands of calories per jar. These are the stroopwafel cookies, really, really good for dessert. And then some of the Milano double dark chocolate. Peanut M&Ms, super high calories, always really good on the trail. And I like a pack of fruit snacks a day. We've got a bunch of drink mixes, some assorted granola bars, Cliff Energy blocks. I love these when I'm headed up a hill and just need a little bit of extra gas. Snickers bars are always awesome on the trail. And then the one granola bar I never get tired of is the Nature Valley Oats and Honey. So I've got one of those for each day on the trip. These are from a local company, the Queen Bee Gardens over in Lovell, Wyoming. They make amazing stuff out of local honey, and these little candies are super high in calories because they're made mostly of oil and honey. So I think I did the calculations, it's somewhere around 130 calories an ounce, which is about what I was shooting for most of the food on this trip. They're really good, just extra something to munch on. And last on the list is breakfast. So I have the Bob's Red Mill muesli. I think it's a 1/4 cup, and then I added, because I love the dried dates in my cereal, I added an extra tablespoon per serving, and then a tablespoon of dark chocolate chips, and then I think a 1/3 cup of dehydrated milk. And so in the morning, you just dump this in your bag or in your bowl, and then take it's just a little bit of water to rehydrate it, and it's like eating breakfast cereal. I've tried everything from shakes to energy bars, and nothing is better in the morning to me than a bowl of cereal. So these are high in calories. I think each morning I have like 400 to 450 calories in each of those. So definitely a lot of food, but for 12 days, you gotta keep your energy up. I'm still guessing we'll lose weight even with consuming all of this, but I'm hoping this gets us to the end without starving. Thanks so much for checking out the video. I missed 2 items. I will be carrying a pair of sunglasses, obviously, and in the first half of the video, there was a small black diamond headlamp that's there that I missed, that I'll be carrying as well. It's pretty no frills one, no different levels of brightness or anything. We won't be hiking really in the dark at all, so it's just for around camp at night. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching, much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you would. Cheers.